Greetings, I am Anthony Padilla. When we think about humanities classes, we are really thinking about questions. In English, students ask what a text means and how language shapes meaning. In history, they ask why events happened and whose perspective is being represented. In civics, they ask what responsibilities citizens have in a democracy. The Socratic seminar process fits well because it gives students a structured way to explore those kinds of questions together.
I agree. One of the strongest parts of Socratic seminar is that it does not keep subjects separated. A single seminar can include a speech, a historical document, a map, and a piece of literature. Students have to read closely, listen carefully, use evidence, and respond to different viewpoints. That makes it a strong method for cross-disciplinary humanities instruction. It also helps students transfer skills across subjects. For example, the same student might analyze rhetoric in English, evaluate historical context in history, interpret a map in geography, and apply civic reasoning in government. Instead of learning these skills separately, Socratic seminar gives students one realistic structure for connecting them around a meaningful question.
It also helps students move beyond simply giving opinions. They still get to share their thinking, but they have to connect their ideas to evidence from the texts. One of our sources explains that Socratic seminar can support disciplinary literacy in social studies by helping students work across multiple sources and perspectives. That is exactly the kind of thinking we want students to practice in humanities classrooms.
Our PLC can support other teachers by making the process manageable. We can share text sets, discussion norms, annotation guides, sentence stems, and rubrics.
We can also meet after teachers try a seminar and look at student work together. For example, we can ask whether students' evidence, whether they ask stronger questions, and whether their written reflections showed deeper understanding. We have an opportunity to make professional development more impactful. We can also make the support ongoing. Instead of treating the professional development as a one-time presentation, our PLC could create a shared folder with sample seminar questions, text sets, rubrics, discussion stems, student preparation sheets, and reflection templates.
After teachers try the process, we could schedule short follow-up meetings where teachers bring student evidence logs, discussion rubrics, and written reflections. Together, we could look for patterns, such as whether students are using stronger textual evidence, asking more analytical questions, including counterclaims, or improving their academic language.
This would help teachers adjust the next seminar instead of guessing what worked.
That follow-up matters because teachers need support beyond the first professional development session. Another source found that Socratic seminar activities can increase engagement and provide useful formative assessment information. So our PLC can help teachers evaluate not only whether students talked, but whether the discussion actually improved learning. The PLC could also support teachers through peer observation or informal coaching. For example, one teacher could observe another teacher's seminar and focus only on one area, such as student questioning, evidence use, or participation patterns. This would keep feedback manageable and practical. The PLC could then use that information to revise the discussion norms, improve the student preparation tools, or create additional supports for students who are quiet, struggling, or ready for more challenge.
In my own future classroom, I plan to use Socratic seminar regularly, especially in civics and history units. I would not want it to feel like a one-time activity.
I would use it after students have enough background knowledge to discuss a meaningful question. I would also make sure students prepare with annotations, evidence logs, and questions before the discussion begins.
For me, the biggest value is that Socratic seminar teaches students how to think with other people. They practice reading, speaking, listening, writing, and respectful disagreement all at once. Those are academic skills, but they are also civic skills.
Overall, Socratic seminar gives humanities teachers a practical way to help students become stronger thinkers and better communicators. It helps students understand content more deeply, while also learning how to participate in thoughtful, evidence-based discussion.
In future practice, I would introduce Socratic seminar gradually. Early in the year, I would begin with short text-based discussions, sentence stems, assigned roles, and simple reflection questions. As students become more comfortable, I would move towards longer seminars with more complex source sets, student-generated questions, counterclaims, and written reflections. In a civics or history classroom, I could use this process during units on constitutional rights, civil rights, public policy, immigration, war, reform movements, or current events. I would also use seminar reflections as formative assessments. because they would show whether students understood the content, could support claims of evidence, and could respond respectfully to other viewpoints.
Thank you
For
for
listening.
listening.